Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. 521 Investment Wealth Builders. On today's video, we're going to continue to talk about financial distractions. And I said before, we will have those distractions as we are building wealth, or we may be in the enjoyment stage of our wealth building. Whether or not they are coming, financial distraction. And this one will come in the form of MLM or multi-level marketing, or sometimes just called network marketing. And it is an individual or maybe a group that's selling products to the public by word of mouth or direct sales. Now, the main ideal of MLM strategy is to promote the maximum number of distributors for the product and exponentially increase the sales force. So that's the strategy. Now, for an inexperienced new beginner who's just beginning, it may be very difficult to identify a legit network marketing company and a scam. I'm going to repeat that again. For a beginner, it may be difficult to identify a legit network marketing company. And I say that because many of the companies are legit, but some may be a scam. And if you're just starting, it may be hard to identify which is a scam and which is a legitimate company. Now, first, I want to share my story in the MLM marketing industry. And and I know many of you heard of this, an Herbalife distributor. Yes, I was an Herbalife distributor. And that was some years ago. Now, I always ask people when I talk to them, why are you doing something? And this is why I started. Now, I saw ads on how I can earn extra money, or we may just call it a side hustle. So that is what got my attention. I saw a dollar amount on an ad, and I said, man, I sure would like to make that money. Now, what happened? Well, I started to direct sell their products because when I started using their products, I experienced things in my body, weight loss, my energy level went up, and I actually felt really, really good. And we were told at the Herbalife marketing meetings that we should take a before and an after photo so the people could see the results. Now, it's one thing to say something about a result, but when they see it and they know who you are and what you used to be, and they can see that result, it can have an effect on that person, that who you're trying to sell that product again. Again, I say it. I began to take the products and I began to use the products. And the products really, they worked because I was slimming down, I lost weight, and I lost inches, but I had a lot of energy. So I know the products was working, because you may hear somebody say, even in 2023, the products don't work. I come against that because I used the product and I experienced the results. And I'm not making this up. I'm speaking from experience. Now, my sales were doing very well. It was going slow, but they were doing okay. And I once qualified because of my direct sales for an event that was held in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, that was some years ago. But like I said, my sales were going slow, but it was doing okay. And I qualified that for that event, and it made me feel real good, like I was accomplishing something. Something was happening. Something was happening, and I was involved in it. Now, I stopped Herbalife. And this is why I stopped. Now, the people that I was trying to sell the product to were mostly low income, and I was trying to help them. And I'm gonna be honest, they were low income, and I was trying to help them. they often ask for a discount. And I have no problem about giving people discount because as being a veteran, I always ask for a discount. And normally veterans get up to 10%. So I always ask for a discount as a veteran. And many of the people that I was trying to help, and as I mentioned before, they were low income, I would give them a discount. And many times they wanted the product for free. Now, I kind of had a problem with that. I didn't mind the discount, but they wanted the product for free. And many times I never got the money that was promised to me. I'm going to say that again. They were asked for a discount. I have no problem with that. They wanted the product for free. I had a problem with that. And many times I would never get the money that was promised to me. Now I had a problem with that, but I was trying to help them get results. And as I said before, they were mostly low income. So they didn't have a lot of funds coming in, but they wanted results. And I was trying to build my network. And I was doing okay, but I had a problem with the products for free and not getting money. But that's not the reason I stopped Herbalife. It wasn't a discount. It wasn't the products that most of the low income wanted for free. And it was not getting the money. What frustrated me was when I would go to the Herbalife meetings or on a phone call, I will always hear the words, you got to recruit and build your downline. I will always hear that. You got to recruit and build your downline. Now, it was okay hearing that because that was a new language to me when I first started. And I was trying to understand that language. But I constantly would hear that. And I began to get frustrated about recruiting and recruit and build your downline. And I know that was the key to being successful. So I'm not saying that's wrong to recruit and build a downline because that's how you become successful, especially in Herbalife. But it frustrated me. I constantly would hear that over and over and over again. Now I heard something about the products, but I heard more about recruit, build that downline. Now, I'm going to answer this question and I'm going to be truthful. Will I ever direct sale again? I do not know. As I said in the beginning of this video, I know all MLM companies are not scams. I know that for a fact. So I don't know if in 2024 I will get back into the direct sale marketing. Now, it probably won't be with Herbalife, but like I said, I'm going to remain open to that. Now, here are some red flags that you should know about MLM companies if you plan on getting involved or you may already be in an MLM company. These are red flags. Now, you know anything red, especially a stop sign, a flag, is to get our attention and make us stop and think what we're about to do. Again, the red flag is to make us stop and get our attention about what we are about to do. Now, here's the first one, the first red flag to be on the lookout for. Flashy and deceptive promotion. Now, a scam will always try to catch our attention with flashy advertising. They will try to show you and I what we want to see. I'll say that again. Flashy and deceptive promotion or catching our attention, showing us what we want to see. Now, you may see luxury cars, and you can see yourself driving that luxury car, a nice luxury car. And you see yourself, you imagine yourself in that luxury car, driving down the interstate, or the sunroof down, whatever. but you see yourself in that car. Number two, big houses or mansions. You see yourself in that big house or mansion. It may be 9 bedroom, 5, 6, 7 bathrooms, swimming pool, on the golf course. You see yourself in that house. You see yourself getting ready to jump into that pool. Or you see yourself, you're sitting out on the back deck in the golf course. And you hear somebody say, four, but you see that thing. Or you might see private jets. And you might say, I'm so tired of flying, coach. I'm tired of flying, coach. I'm tired of being cramped up in coach. I'm tired of always being in the back of the airplane. I want the private jet. There's nothing wrong with that. But as I said before, flashy and deceptive promotion, or an exotic tour or a vacation, you see it. Now, there's nothing wrong with those things, but here's something to think about. That comes with building your downline. That comes with recruiting. Other words, you are looking, what they are showing you, flashing before you and I, is part of our future, where we want to be. But we may be just starting off in our beginning. And it'll take time to get there. So, flashy and deceptive promotion. It just looked like you can just do it all. It won't take but 3, maybe 5, maybe 6 months. I'm going to guarantee this. And I normally don't guarantee things. It's going to take time to get there. It's going to take time, because if you would talk to anyone who's successful in MLM, they will tell you it will take time. You got to build your downline, and you got to recruit to get to what you want to see, the things that we desire. And there's nothing wrong with desiring those things. But the point I'm making here is going to take time. So if you're just starting and you're already in MLM, it's going to take time to get to that place where you want to be. Now, another thing, a red flag to be on the lookout for, is no product or service. Other words, someone is trying to promote a scheme without a product or service. Other words, look out for empty promises. Other words, you go to an event and all you hear the people do is just talk, 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 talk. It's all okay to talk, but they should also be talking about the product or service. If you only hear about recruiting and downline, and you don't hear anything about the product or service, it may be a red flag or a caution sign. Something should be getting your attention, because you should hear about products or services, not just talking, talking, and talking. Here's another red flag: lack of company details. Be cautious of MLM companies that won't disclose any details of their whereabouts and people involved. Again, be cautious of MLM companies that won't disclose any details of their whereabouts and people involved. Other words, they'll tell you, don't worry about it. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know about this. All you need to do is sign up. That's all you need to worry about. All you need to worry about is being successful. You don't need to know anything about this company. All you need to do is sign up and you're going to be successful. All I'm saying is be cautious. Another red flag: emphasizing more on new members, and we need more distributors. You need to build your downlines. Now, as I said, my experience, that was what frustrated me. I heard that over and over and over, even though I knew that was part of the process to get me where I needed to go. But I would constantly hear that over and over and over. And I didn't hear a lot about the products. And be honest, when I was in Herbalife, the products were very expensive. So it costs money to buy those products. It costs money. And that money came out of my pocket. So it costs money to buy those products. And I hear a lot now. And I went to an event about 2 months ago, and someone mentioned Herbalife, and they said the mentioned about closet being full up with products. And I'm gonna be honest, I had my closet wasn't full of products, but it had products in it. And guess what? Those products cost money. So my point I'm making here is you constantly hearing building your downline, distributors, recruiters, whatever, and not a lot about products and service, because that's how people get results, through products or some service. Here's another red flag: expensive and costly seminars. Now, a scam will always look for ways to take more money out of your pocket. That's why it's a scam. Now, you may hear this: if you miss this seminar, you might miss learning how to make a lot of money, and you might. But seminars cost money. But the point they're driving is to get you to act on impulse. You're missing something. You're getting ready to miss something big if you don't do something right now. If you miss this seminar, you are missing a lot of money. Or you may hear this: only 20 tickets remain. You got to get this ticket. But it may be, in fact, no one has bought any tickets, and they're trying to sell you the tickets. My point is, don't be impulsive. Or think about this. You might hear this: the $250 you invest today is nothing to be compared with the money you're going to earn in your future. That's right. And it might not be $250. It might be $100. It might be $99. But the point, they're trying to make you become impulsive. There's nothing wrong if that's something that you want to do, but be cautious. But the point I'm emphasizing here: be cautious, do due diligence, do your research before you make an impulsive decision, before you act. You know how sometimes you just see things that you really, really want, or something you want to do, or someplace you want to go, and you don't sit down and count the cost of it. There's a biblical saying that you should sit down and count the cost. And that's what you have to do. You got to sit down, count the cost, which is nothing more processing information that is before you. Now, I have nothing against seminars and business meetings, because they can help build you up to be successful in business. So I'm not against seminars. I go to them all the time. And business meetings, they can help build you up to be successful. But if someone is trying to get over on you, trying to take money out your pocket, you know that's not right. The more knowledge you know and understand, the more you'll know when somebody's trying to take money out your pocket. You will know it because you got knowledge. As simple as that. The more knowledge you know about a subject, and someone comes with some product or service and they're trying to take money out your pocket, you got knowledge. You know when that person is trying to take something from you. And it's not that value. There's no value exchange. I'll put it that way. You'll know it. So get knowledge and understand it, as I said in other videos, of what you're trying to do or get involved. Another thing to look out for: unreasonable or oversized product. You know the product is overpriced when it's sold to you, and the person that sold the product to you know it's overpriced. Now, I want to share this quick experience. I love taking cruises. I love going to the Caribbean, even Mexico on cruise ship. But a lot of times when you get off the ship and you go into the local economy, a lot of the locals are trying to sell you products, not so much services, but a lot of products. And there's nothing wrong with going into the local economy and try to help the locals because they know when the cruise ship is in port, they only have a certain amount of hours to sell their products. But a lot of times, and I'm gonna just be honest, a lot of those products are overpriced. A lot of those products are overpriced. And a lot of times when you're in their economy, they are talking fast. They are trying to make you make an impulsive decision because they're dealing with time and you are dealing with time. But a lot of those products are overpriced. They're overpriced. And I have experience buying the product, get back to the cruise ship, and before I can get back home, that product, I must tell you this, the beads done fell apart. You may have taken a sample of something, and when you get back home, that product that you took a sample in their local economy, when you get back home, it tastes completely different. It don't taste the same. So be cautious about unreasonable or oversized products, or when things are overpriced and you know it's overpriced. You go to a meeting and someone is trying to get you to join that MLM company, and you say, wait a minute, this don't sound like, it don't add up. Why do they want X, Y, Z or this to join this company? And I know it can't be worth that much getting involved. Be cautious. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. Just like when you go into a local economy, if you take cruises or go to Caribbean islands, I'm not saying don't buy their products. But when you got knowledge and you understand something, you can go there and you can make a quality decision. I'm not supporting, but when something is overpriced or unreasonable, I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to let my emotions get involved. I'm just going to walk away because it don't add up. Now, here's something else to look out for. No customer support. You want to join the MLM, or you in the MLM, you're already in it. Let's say you're already involved in an MLM company, but you cannot contact anyone on that 800 number they gave you, or it doesn't work. You said, what in the Sam hell is going on? What's going on here? I got this MLM number, it's an 800 number. It's busy, always busy, or you get lucky and you get through. But when you get somebody on the line, you keep saying, hello? 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 What you say? What do you say? Ma'am, sir, I can't understand what you're saying. What you say? I can't understand what you're saying. You got through, but you don't have a clue what they are saying. Be cautious of what you're doing. Another thing to look out for is poor customer rating or customer review. Now, if you're about to join a company, an MLM company, and you read the reviews and all you see is 1 and 2 stars, that's telling you, guess what? Somebody's mad. Somebody's mad about that company. 1 and 2 stars are not telling you something is good. That's telling you be cautious. Be cautious. Somebody's mad, and they are talking to you and I and saying, be cautious about what you're about to do. because I'm mad, and if you be a part of it, you're gonna be mad, and you're gonna be writing 1 and 2 stars review. Now, as I said before, it's your choice of what you want to do. All MLM companies are not scams, but some of those MLM companies could be questionable. All MLM companies are not scams, but some are questionable. Always do your due diligence. Always ask questions. Always learn something about what or where you're going in your future. Always learn something about what and where you're going in your future or where your desires are. Because MLM companies, they're still flashy. Share this quick story. When I went to the Wealth Building Summit back in October, and it's all about networking, and that's the reason I went there. And I networked with some people, and they talked about things they were involved in. And I'm gonna be honest, most of it was just MLM. And I said, okay, just send me some information, and because I told you I'm still open. And some of the things that was sent to me is, I be honest, I didn't want to get involved. Some companies, I didn't want to get involved. Some of them, they're still asking, recruiting, and building a downline. And I had that mindset back with Herbalife. That's what was my mindset. I had to recruit and build downlines. And I said, wait a minute, this is exactly what I did when I was with that company. So I'm not going to get involved with what that person sent me. Why? I have knowledge now, and I have understanding. I don't want to get involved with the recruiting and downline. So, but I'm still open, as I said before. I'm still open because maybe there's some opportunities out there. And you should always take advantage of an opportunity when it comes. Because network marketing, MLM companies, they always present some opportunity to you and I. It's your choice, though, to get involved. Just like it was my choice to be an Herbalife distributor. Yes, it was okay for a while. It became frustrating, and I got out of it. Now, I'm going to say something about Herbalife, something in their defense. Herbalife company still has a great following. There's a lot of people still in Herbalife. And guess what? Their stock is on the NASDAQ, and I think it's under the symbol HLF, if I'm not mistaken. And it may be $10 to $12 a share. But the company is still wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm sorry for saying that. The company is still around. That's what I was trying to say. But it's your choice to make the decision if you want to get involved in MLM. But always do your due diligence. Always ask questions. Don't just give up your money, because you can see and desire something you want so bad. You see a desire that you want. And especially if a person is coming up from nothing, or being poor, or may have a poverty mentality, but you see your desire, something you desire, something you want. And if you're not careful, you'll quickly give your money up. thinking you're going to get to that desire overnight. And oftentimes, you're not going to get that desire overnight. I'm just going to be honest. Can you get the desire of your heart? Yes, you can. But it may take some time. How much time? I can't answer that. Only you can answer that. I say that again. I cannot answer that. Only you can answer that. Please subscribe and share the video and give a thumbs up. Until we meet again, peace.